Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So I'll show up this Pranati also, and Prabhuji, you'll have to take. Are you comfortable, Prabhuji? Otherwise, today I'll take. If you're comfortable, you take. Prabhuji, Prasad Prabhuji, are you comfortable taking this Pranati?
I'll take only 3-4 lines. I'm not conversant. That
Okay.
you'll have to help me. If I
Wherever
do something wrong.
Wherever you get stuck, I will take up, Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji.
Start.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananaya Salakaya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tata Swa
Dadati Swapadantikam.
I
think this will be difficult. This will be difficult. I will take up, Prabhuji. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsha. Yes, Prabhuji. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu.
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamani Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarupesha Kripa Sindhu Paye Vacha Patitanam Bhavanepyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha
Namo Mahavadanyaya.
Om Namo Vishnupadaya.
Prabhuji.
Here problem.
Namo Mahavadanyaya. Krishna, I shortened it. No, I told you, no. Earlier it was many are there. I have shortened it. Only I will increase it.
Yes, I will take a printout, Mataji. I'll get the PDF from you and I'll get a printout and I'll practice it.
Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namah Pankajanabhaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani
Prasadini Nirvishesha Sunyavati Paschatya Dosham Desha Darine
Jai Sri Krishna
Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Kadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna. So what happened was L3 I had normal, my L3 will be like, because I have taken L1, then I used to take L2. So I have trained the students. So I presume that you all may be knowing correctly. But then first day I found many people got little, this confused with that. They were not conversant with the shlokas. So I said I'll minimize it. And slowly after completing NOD or in between, after 3-4 classes, then I'll include one shloka again. Then in between, I'll add so that, all the shlokas will be easy to read for you all. Okay. Yeah, so we will go to, we started very late today. But anyway, some people got their doubts cleared, no? That is more important than to have Because they're very crucial. L3 is not any normal ordinary course. See, ordinary course, yeah, you pay fees and you can get it done. You will get certificate also in anywhere in the market and all. But ours is a free course. But free means it is not cheap course. It is very important course. And L3 means you have understood that we are all very matured people. Matured in what sense? Spiritual. In what? Doing devotional service. We have understood what are we, why are we here, all that. So all these things we learn from where? From ISKCON Mangalore. So thanks to ISKCON Mangalore, we have to pay obeisances to Sri Radha Govinda, deity is there in our temple. So always start with all these pranamams and all. What are we doing? We are paying obeisances to everybody. Krishna, Radha, even Vaishnavas and all Acharyas and all we do. So exactly what is the meaning? Again, in the process, I have all that notes, because for initiation people, I trained them. So I made all that, meaning also, because from Mayapur, they will ask questions. It is easy. Getting initiation is not so very easy. So they will ask you a question. What do you know about pranamam? You attend Mangalarti, So what they sing? What is the fourth stanza of the Sikshashtakam? You should know what is the fourth stanza. You cannot say second stanza. They will say, oh, what are you watching then? Tulsi Arti bolo. Tulsi Arti mein the last Pradakshina mantra, what is it? What does it mean? They will ask such questions. So I have that written up thing. I, of course, got it from the net only for helping those, Tamil. So I was attached to Tamil department. So a lot of work I have done. I've kept those files already. But for you all, we just started, L3. But then I expect from your side, what I'm expecting is some maturity you show when there is some, messages. When I'm telling you all ki sadhana chart hai, it is understood. You have to just fill up. That is what is your duty. Again, I have to ask, oh, thank you. So 3-4 people have filled up. Thank you so much. Then 7-8 people, you people fill up. Don't do that. No, you're already doing Mangalarti, attending Mangalarti or not attending, no problem. You're doing only 2 rounds, no problem. You're doing 70 rounds, no problem. But see to it that you're filling up that sadhana form before retiring for the day. Okay, that one thing I request you all, don't wait for somebody to wake you up or somebody to remind you. And small babies. L1, L2 is still considered as babies. From L3, next level is Bhakti Shastri. You're all aiming at that only. Okay, that is what graduation. That's what Acharyas have said. So we're all grown up. Okay. So where are we? Where were we last week? We were doing Krishna consciousness is all auspicious. Oh, topic mein hum log kar rahe the, where we have not even.
Mataji, we were on the other hand paragraph.
I know. Here, no, on the other hand, a person. So I was just going little back and I was seeing what we had learned. So just brushing up, so that we will get the connectivity where we were, So here, what is Krishna consciousness? Why Krishna consciousness is all of auspicious? What is Krishna conscious? Is it anything doing with the thought of the Lord? What we can do with the attending L3 also? What are you listening to? Not any gupshup, any gossip or talking about somebody. No, we are talking only about Krishna and scriptures. Anything about Krishna or the scriptures. And what is scriptures? It is talking about Krishna only. Again, boom firke what? We are talking about Krishna only. Such an activity. Even Shravanam bhi theek hai, that is Krishna conscious. If you're talking, if you're able to read this, that is Krishna conscious. What is you are able to understand Smaranam, that is also what you're remembering, that is also Krishna. So you're all in the right track. Only provided you come to the class every day. Of course, your attendance will be marked, but coming only for attendance is also not good. You have to come and you should participate also. Little we can read and just show your proactively participation there. So that will, add everything. See, at the end of this, NND Prabhuji has become many people have come up now. So he's making it very strict. Even all your answers will be checked by temple. The teacher can check. I just finished my Bhakti Shastri. He said all these answers will go there. So I have given marks, but I'm very watchful. Somebody else from temple, if they check the paper, they should also be approving whatever marks I have given, right? I cannot be partial to anybody. Normally, I don't do all that. I won't even know who is writing. But then I'm saying such, they have become very strict. So before the form comes to us, we should be ready with that, because I know what will be happening now. Within a month or 1.5 months or maximum 2 months, the form will be given. Kabhi acha form hai kya? Acha karna hai kya? Oh, 16 don't karna hai. No, I will start doing today. Doing today, you cannot apply for that form at all. You have to be doing that 16 rounds for some days and few months and all that. What about Mangalarti? Yes, you are used to seeing Mangalarti every day morning. You're seeing all these things. Again, I'm saying not compulsory at all. You can always go for Aspire form or shelter form or initiation. It is up to you all. But then I'm saying Never feel that, Arey, yaar, malum tha to, I would have started long back. No, this teacher also didn't guide us. No, so I'm only a guide, okay? I'm not teaching anything new. I'm only guiding because I'm this little one step before you, so I'm trying to take you to that level. Okay, Hare Krishna. So here's Srila Rupa Goswami, what he has written the Nectar of Devotion. So what he says is, what is Krishna consciousness? To be in the conscious of Krishna. So what this movement is doing, however, is so nice. The Krishna consciousness movement is so nice. It can render the highest benefit to the entire human race. Only a human being can remember the Lord. That is very clear to us. There are so many so many living species are there, 84 lakhs. In that human form, mein kitna hai? Only 4 lakhs. In that, we are one of them. So why we are so special? Only in the human form. Even the previous form, if you were a rat or cat or donkey or whatever, you had no this akkal of what? Thinking of the Lord. You may see your master doing all that puja part, but you will not be able to, you were not able to say Hare Krishna. Only after taking a human form, we are able to speak like that. And think of it. So we are also very lucky, and people, in spite of being in the human form, many people don't join, many people don't do, japa and all. So we are not talking about them. We are talking about only people who are in the same, category, like, birds of the feather flock together. So we are all in the same, this company. So everyone can be attracted. So he says it is very nice. We'll get all benefits when you are in Krishna consciousness movement. Everyone can be attracted to this movement. Why? Because they can feel the result. How will you feel the result? See, Bhagavan is a Shankha Chakradhari. He will not come and bless you with all that freedom. What do you say? That crown. And he will not come with 4 hands and all. Many acharyas may, they can visualize. But then for us, we are normal, dust type, so what we can only understand, can only feel. Kuch to kaam hua nahi tha, but now it has become so easy. I see, just now Mataji said, I really like Bhagavad Gita. So, but she's getting opportunity to attend L1 so many times, L2, so that is how God shows us the way, wherever you are interested in, not becoming a crorepati, not that. Materialistic benefit he may provide, but that is not his duty. For other, spiritual progress, if you want to do, if you really think of something, he will make it happen. You want to go to a temple, you just feel, the temple is so far in Vaishnav Devi, it's very far. But if you really feel, saal mein ek baar nahi, matlab aur janma mein, in this human life, I should go at least once, because it's very tedious, and I heard that way. I've never been there. Or Tirupati socho, Tirupati was so much line, and who will go, yeah. But then he will make it happen, because you had that chah, that desire in you. About what? Spiritually, anything you desire, so he will make it happen. That's what I have explained. Many devotees have said. He will never let down his devotees. So everybody is attracted, that we saw in Rupa Goswami's, therefore Rupa Goswami and other learned scholars agree that the broad propaganda program for Krishna consciousness movement of devotional service all over the world is the highest humanitarian welfare activity. So this is how we can upgrade ourselves into otherwise we are just living an animal life, right? Eating, sleeping, bathing, defending, the same thing. What is the difference between animal and ourselves? We are in the spiritual path. We are able to understand Krishna. Yeah, furthermore, okay, all these things only. Bhagavatam, 5th canto, and all the same thing is being repeated. From here, we will start because we are already very late. Supraja Mataji. Yeah, Sri Supraja. There are two Suprajas are there. I don't know, the other Supraja Mataji is here. Yes, Mataji, you take.
On the other hand, a person who is not in Krishna consciousness has no good qualities. He may be highly educated from the academic point of view, but in the actual field of his activities, he can be seen to be baser than the animals. Even though a person is highly educated academically, if he cannot go beyond the sphere of mental activities, then he is sure to perform only material activities and thus remain impure. There are so many persons in the modern world who have been highly educated in the materialistic universities, but it is seen that they cannot take up the movement of Krishna consciousness and develop the high qualities of the demigods.
So what, you are not supposed to go to college and study? No, because you are actually a student, Supraja Mataji. So don't get demotivated. Usme to likha hai na, Prabhupada has written. So from Mama, I'm not going to college from tomorrow. No. We are surviving in the material world. We have to get a job. You will get a job only after showing the certificate. How will you get a certificate? Only when you get good marks and very good institution, very good university and very good marks, you will get better jobs, right? So to survive in this material world, that is all required. So don't get confused. This is on the spiritual part, but we should always be very clear that is not everything. Getting PhD and doctorate and that and this degree, 2 line का degree, one doctor का नाम इतना ही रहेगा, but उसका नीचे FARSC something. We won't even know the full form. It is all short form in 2 lines, 3 lines. But what is the use once the soul leaves the body? Because he will also grow old one day. What will happen is when he dies, his degree papers it's only a paper. It's of no use. And then what will happen next birth, if at all he's lucky enough and he gets a human form, again, what will happen? I've already told in this class, I think. He will have to again, come out of mother's belly and what? With all that hardship, that 9 months, the child sits like this and all, oh God, praying, this is the last. No, I will not make any such mistake. No, I will just think of you, Bhagavan, please, just save me from this. Just remove me out of this, tummy. 9 months, I'm like a jail, whatever the mother eats, that spicy thing, all the juices are falling on me, is burning my skin, all that. But nobody will be able to hear it except God. So the child undergoes so much of pain and all, he comes out. And what happens is, what? The 3 gunas attracts him and he will start, first he will get this hunger, then likes, dislikes, this, everything will get attracted. Then slowly he will start forgetting Krishna. He will forget from where he has come. It is called what? Smashan Vairagya. Something they say, no? So we undergo so many trials and tribulations and all, and what finally becomes is we are used to being in that life and we forget Krishna. We should not be that way. So so I was talking about this, no? So those education and all is okay for this material world. Then once you take another human form, again for A for apple, you have to start. What about my PhD? You will not even remember what you did thesis and all that, because next life, new ABCD, you have to start. But what about spiritual knowledge? Spiritual knowledge will not leave you, because that will be imbibed where? It will be in your Sukshma Sharira. What is Sukshma Sharira? Which cannot be seen. That is mind, intelligence, all that. No, false ego, all that. All that basic you must have learned in Bhagavad Gita. So that carries all that thing. When the soul leaves the body, the Sukshma Sharira also goes along with the soul. And where it goes, wherever the soul takes another body, it goes inside that. So what happened? That's just some time back, I was watching some reel only, somebody had sent. I'm not that reel buff and all. Small girl, but she's a granddaughter of some great violinist. So the way she was exactly, showing that facial, that expression like her grandfather only. Small girl, maybe 7 years, 8 years, 10 years maximum. She learned so well. And so like that child prodigies, you can see all this in video, you can see how they learn. We have been learning for so many, we don't know even piano or, guitar, so many, we make all mistakes and we give that exam, we fail, all these things happen to us. Why such child prodigies come? Because of the Sukshma Sharira in them. Maybe in the earlier Janma, they would have been a great exponent, dancer or some, powerful persons. So, but next, that thing will come. Your scriptural knowledge, all these things may come. But your other PhD degrees, your doctor, your engineer, all these things will be it's only waste of anything other than Krishna conscious will be a waste in this Janma. Yeah. Who's there? Supraja Mataji, you have read, no? We'll give chance for others also. Pratima Mataji. Yeah, Pratima Soni Mataji. Yeah. For example. Oh, no. On the other hand, did you read? 1 minute, Mataji. Did you read on the other hand? Oh.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, can you hear me?
1 minute. There's some other sound is also coming from your hand, okay? Rightly
Hare Krishna, Mataji, can you hear me?
For example, yeah, you read from you.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
For example, a Krishna conscious boy, even if he is not very well educated by the university standard, can immediately give up all illicit sex life, gambling, meat eating, and intoxication. Whereas those who are not in Krishna consciousness, although very highly educated, are often drunkards, meat eaters, sex mongers, and gamblers. These are practical proofs of how a Krishna conscious person becomes highly developed in good quality. whereas a person who is not in Krishna consciousness cannot do so. We experience that even a young boy in Krishna consciousness is unattached to cinemas, nightclubs, naked dancers, restaurants, liquor shops, etc. He becomes completely free. He saves his valuable time from being extravagantly spent in the way of smoking, drinking, attending the theatre, and dancing on the poets.
Enough, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Your audio was not clear, Mataji.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't clear, but I could guess. I could guess what you read. Yeah, we could guess.
I'm so sorry, Mataji.
No. Hare Krishna. So see, earlier what we saw that, material education, whatever we learn in this material world, what is the use of that? Now what he's saying, for example, a Krishna conscious, whereas a Krishna conscious boy, if he's even not even qualified enough, he may not be, ordinary 8th standard or 5th standard or, SSC or 12th standard and all, but by the university standard, if we were not very qualified and all, by the, university. Pratima Mataji, aapka hi wahan se kuch to, yeah, background sound is coming. That's why it was disturbing. I muted you on. Okay, Hare Krishna. And immediately give up all, all the 4 regulative principles. If he is ready to give up all that, then what happens? And what? And let me read that. By the university standard, can immediately give up all the illicit sex life, gambling, meat eating, and intoxication. Whereas those who are not in Krishna consciousness, but all qualified, very well educated, big, certificates and all that, what happens? But if he turns out to be a drunkard or a meat eater, then what is the use? We can understand IQ. Our IQ will tell who is better. So these are practical proofs. We are seeing all that, and how Krishna conscious person becomes highly developed in good quality. So what are we supposed to develop? Of course, material, yes, whatever you are learning, please learn for material, paisa. The Lakshmi is also required for this. But then Lakshmi, after earning what? Spend it on Krishna conscious temples and all that. Our temple itself needs, for building a big, Prabhuji is doing all that. So you can spend like that. So money is required, Lakshmi is required, but the importance given to Lakshmi, we have to understand. Okay, so he saves his valuable time for being extravagantly spent in the, okay, whatever, we have already done that. Yeah, Prasid Prabhuji, please read.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Read Prabhuji.
One who is not in Krishna consciousness usually cannot sit silently even for half an hour. The yoga system teaches that if you become silent, you will realize that you are God. This system may be all right for materialistic persons, but how long will they able to keep themselves silent? Artificially, they sit down for so-called meditation, but immediately after their yogic performance, they will engage themselves again in such activities as illicit sex life, gambling, meat eating, and many other non-essential things. But a Krishna consciousness person gradually elevates himself without endeavoring for this so-called silent meditation. Simply because he is engaged in Krishna consciousness, he automatically gives up all this nonsense and develops a higher character. One develops the highest character by becoming a pure devotee of Krishna. The conclusion is that no one can truly have any good qualities if he is lacking Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So the Mayavadis, what their philosophy is what? Aham Brahmasmi. Means what? I'm only God. When they sit in meditation, they start realizing, I am only the God, the Lord inside. What? We also say the same thing. The Lord is inside us, Paramatma is there. But they think, what? That is only me. That is wrong. We can never be equal to God. So that, difference we have to know. Their own Acharya, who Shankaracharya has, said this. But he never said, you can become this Bhagwan. He said, Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda. Yeah, Muda Mate or Mudas. Do bhaja. What bhajan? Kisko kare? Govinda ko bhaja karo. See, he has said very correctly. But all his followers have taken only partially understand, partially not understand like that, So it's always like that, no? When a preacher preaches, whatever I feel convenient, that I will grasp. Adha adhura. Whichever is not convenient for me, I'll just try to forget. So this happens with any class of people. So this is what is said here. So a Krishna conscious person cannot see, because in Bhagavad Gita itself it is said, no one can sit idle for a long time. What will happen? You can make your body stiff and you can sit, but what will happen? Your mind will loiter, it will go to another pole, North Pole and South Pole, and also anywhere in the this universe it can go. So that strong your mind is. So you cannot just keep your senses intact. So what we, as a Krishna conscious person, what we say, your eyes will really want to see good things. Your ears will always long to hear good things. Your tongue always wants to eat, taste good things. What do you do? Eat prasad. Then what do you hear? So, bhajan kirtan suno. And then what is eyes? See the deity, how they have decorated, how God looks so beautiful. He's, Tribanga, that is the way he stands, the way he keeps his flute, the way he has, that, peacock's feather. You can start admiring the Lord. So the eye wants to see the good thing. Look at God and admire. Your legs are given for what? For walking only. Circumambulate your temple. Your hands for what? This, kartal karo, do that puja ka what? The flower garland and all you can make. So anything for Krishna is always, our senses should be engaged in that. Nowhere it is said that you have to control all your senses and just meditate on the vacuum. Nothing is there, you meditate. Not possible at all. When we say you do japa thinking of the Lord, that itself is 1 time, 2 times, okay, then it goes, loiters. Your mind loiters. It's very difficult even when you do activity and you are asked to remember Lord, but there is no Lord, no form of the Lord. How can you think of that? Because they believe in that, no formless. So they believe that God is formless. Very difficult for them. Then they cannot sustain that. That is the difference. But whereas a Krishna conscious person can be in that, remember God and he can upgrade himself. But a Krishna conscious person gradually elevates himself without endeavoring for this so-called silent meditation. He will never engage himself in, so I say Aram Savada, he will just sleep. Hare Krishna bolo, then at least his mind will be active and think of Krishna. At least he will try to think. But silent meditation is not applicable for us simply because he's engaged in Krishna consciousness. He automatically gives up all this nonsense, and he develops a high character. He will enjoy, his eyes will long to see the Lord because beautiful, God's features, and he will love to hear because the ears are meant for what? Hearing good stuff, good music. So he will be longing to that. And that is what is happening here. We can dance and can sing. In Krishna consciousness, kya bolte hain? Just keep dancing and singing. By the time you'll be so hungry, eat prasad. So everything is managed. Yeah. Now we will take up. Prasid Prabhuji, you can lower your hand. Jayanti Mataji, take up. Happiness in Krishna consciousness.
Hello, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Happiness in Krishna consciousness. Srila Rupa Goswami has analyzed the different sources of happiness. He has divided happiness into 3 categories, which are 1. Happiness derived from material enjoyment. 2. Happiness derived by identifying oneself with the Supreme Brahman. And 3. Happiness derived from Krishna consciousness. In the Tantra Shastra, Lord Shiva speaks to his wife Sati in this way. My dear wife, a person who has surrendered himself at the lotus feet of Govinda and who has thus developed pure Krishna consciousness can be very easily awarded all the perfections desired by the impersonalists, and beyond this, he can enjoy the happiness achieved by the pure devotees. Should I continue or stop?
No, stop, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
And then again, you can take up little later. Yeah. So there are 3, the happiness itself is divided into 3 categories. One is what? Derived from material. Maine car mangaya, big, all that, or big house I purchased. I got lottery and, I got money, or I got a new sari or new dress. Something material enjoyment, yes, you get happiness. And the second is what? Happiness derived by identifying oneself with the Supreme Brahman. How far I've, grown big. Am I becoming a god? Oh, I'm doing so much of japa. Then, what? I'm, elevated soul. Then happiness derived from Krishna consciousness. I am not doing anything. It is he who is making me do. Today I have attended L3 class. Oh, Krishna, thank you. The net is working. My electricity is working. I got time, there's no disturbance. Even today I got disturbed, So no guests at home. So all these things, everything is made us comfortable for attending L3 class. So whom should we thank? We should thank the Lord only. So this is what happiness derived from Krishna consciousness. All devotees, whoever is Krishna conscious devotees, will always feel very happy because the owner is somebody else. Oh God, you made us, a beautiful life. You gave me this. So they'll always think of the Lord. But in Tantra, Tantra Shastra, Shiva himself says to Lord Parvati, he says that what he says, who has surrendered himself to the lotus feet of Govinda. He doesn't say, please, surrender to me. No, they're all great devotees, what Shiva is a number one great devotee of Lord Krishna. So he says, whoever has surrendered to the lotus feet of Govinda, who has thus developed pure consciousness, can be very easily awarded. What is that award? As per our bhakti. How much you show love and affection towards the Lord, He will give you that much. I think that example also I said. In our house also, where a tantrum karne wala bachcha rehta hai na, kabhi, oh, mama, give this, no, papa, they say, then what do you think, this child will start, all this, oh, pehle hi de do, khatam karo. So before the child does, he will be given. So what are we doing? We are also doing the Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. The God must be, oh God, he again started. Today also he started morning Mangalarti. I saw him, he's there. Before the curtain is open, I'm seeing the same devotee there. What happens? Oh God, this person is not leaving me. Since morning 3:30, he's sitting and doing japa so many times. He's taking my name. He's eating only that prasad, whatever is offered to me, that only he's eating. And then what? Every time he's talking about me, attending classes. God, this child is real. So let me give him whatever he asked for. You need not even ask, because that is also given in Bhagavad Gita. Whatever you lack, he will give. Definitely he's going to give. Lord knows what you lack. And then what you get from the Lord, that will be preserved also. Then why should we worry about? We need not even ask. Because whatever we don't have, he will give. And whatever we have, he will protect also. So we're all in the safer net when you come to Krishna consciousness. So Lord Shiva also says, such people will be awarded as per their desired by the impersonal. Now, all the perfection desired by the imperfections, and beyond this, he can enjoy the happiness achieved by the pure devotees. Yes, Shailaja Mataji. All small, no, so you can take up to 2.
Yeah, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Happiness derived from pure devotional service is the highest because it is eternal. The happiness derived from material perfection or understanding oneself to be Brahman is inferior because it is temporary.
This is a problem. Mataji, your net is giving problem. Can't hear you. Mataji. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare.
I'm audible now, Mataji?
You're audible, but it was breaking. Now you're
audible, Mataji.
You're audible, yeah. Start, Mataji.
Yeah. There is no preventing one's falling down from material happiness, and there is even every chance of falling down from the spiritual happiness derived out of identifying oneself with the impersonal Brahman. It has been seen that great Mayavadi, that is impersonalist, sannyasis, very highly educated and almost realized souls may sometimes take to political to social welfare activities. The reason is that they actually do not derive any ultimate transcendental happiness in the impersonal understanding, and therefore must come down to the material platform and take such mundane affairs. There are many instances, especially in India, where these Mayavadi sannyasis listen to the material platform again, but a person who is fully in Krishna consciousness will never return to any sort of material platform. However, alluring and attracting they may be, he always knows that no material can compare to spiritual consciousness.
Yeah, voice is cracking again. Yeah, so the difference between Mayavadi philosophy, Mayavadis and they are all impersonalists. Because why impersonalist? Because they don't believe God in a form. So they think like that. And what happens is they're all very good. They are doing all this, puja part and all. They're all doing very good, like. But then they don't get that satisfaction. Then what they try to do, they'll try to help others. Then socially, there will be something. They will form a group or something. Oh, I will lead that group. No, come, I will do that. They will take some other again. What they're getting trapped in the material world. That they don't understand. From there, when they get good recognition and all, they feel very happy. But where a Krishna consciousness person is very humble. That's why we have Das. See, our servant, just I always take the practical example I feel, a servant of long, very long years back, like, some maybe our mother's time, whatever, you can take an example. When they come to meet us, they must have grown old. When they come to even their children and grandchildren would have been, in a good position. But when they come to meet you, what they do? They try to, Amma, they say, talk like that. I've seen such ladies, old people used to come now. I don't know whether they are, because I was young those days. They will try to sit down. They will say, why are you sitting down? Come sit near me, sit near the sofa. They will never dare to do that. Because they always feel, no, I'm a servant. Are yaar, wo to zamana gaya. No, your children have grown up. They are holding a good position. Their own children, everything is changed. You are also, materially, in this, very good position. But no, for them is what? I'm your servant. See, that humbleness comes only when you think you are a servant of somebody. But here in human, in the material world, if you think you are a servant of somebody, then you'll be. So you should always be the humble servant of the Lord. So Dasanudas and Lord's devotees. Such an attitude, what will happen is you will never get pride. You will never feel I am equal to somebody. Hey, why he's talking like that? No, he's a master. No, he will talk like that only. Okay, sir. People who are working in the corporate world, they know. They have to say yes, otherwise you will be thrown out of the job, right? So you have to just, you have to hold on to your anger and everything because you want that salary, you have to run your home. So just hold on. Otherwise, take up some other job and just leave and go. So how many people dare to do that? Because you don't get jobs also. But what I'm saying is that is all material world, yes, sir, bossgiri. But then for Bhagavan, you can always be dasana, all his devotees also. You can be a das of them, and you'll find happiness, and people whom you serve also, they are also happy with your service, which you can actually see in Krishna conscious or any ISKCON centers when you do, so especially in ISKCON Mangalore, you take up any job. I think Matajis are there, or I don't know. Hey, today I didn't make anyone co-host, no? I'm sorry. Just now I remember. 1 minute. Sri Supraja Mataji. You should have asked me some of this. In case my net goes to problem ho jayega. That Mataji is there. What's her name? Ramayanam Kavita Mataji. No, what's her name? She's left, I think. She has class. Okay. You all remind me to make co-host, otherwise I forget. Today all problems. Not problem. We were talking of something else. So so we have to be humble. So when you think yourself as a servant, that humbleness automatically comes. Because the boss is who? The Lord. And Lord says anything, yes, you'll accept. You'll never, question him. Or his acharyas, when their devotees, when they tell you something, you'll always say, okay, yeah, I'll do. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You say that and you feel nice, When you get some seva, you feel nice. You'll never get burdened. You'll in fact want more to do seva. You feel, no, I'm getting closer to the Lord. I'm getting closer to the Acharya when I do seva. And those people will also feel very nice when you do seva. And there's both sides about that good vibes come. It doesn't happen in material world. So Mayavedi sannyasis descend to the what they do because of all the social obligations they do all, and what happens is they again get they are born again, they get a human form or whatever form, they just born again. But a person who is in Krishna consciousness will never return to any sort of material platform. He's already engaged in old age. When somebody asks, "Are society mein wo hai ye program and all, why don't you do some?" Oh no, I'm engaged so much. No, ISKCON is so much work they do. So much work they give, and I know I have to do. I'm with happy, with happy temperament I'm doing. So you'll never get a time, away from your this ISKCON activities. So you'll be happily doing, and you can you can avoid those things. Yeah. Shailaja Mataji, you just read now. I think Shailaja Mataji.
Yes,
yeah, Supraja Mataji, hold on. We'll ask somebody who has not read till now. Escaping.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Krishna Prabhuji, read. You have to raise hand. When you will learn to raise hand? You already know how to raise hand, but you're not raising. Read.
The mystic perfections achieved by actually successful yogis are 8 in number.
Anima
Siddhi refers to the power by which one can become so small that he can enter into a story. Modern scientific improvements also enable us enter into stone because they provide for excavating so many subways, penetrating the hills, etc. So Anima Siddhi, the mystic perfection of trying to enter into stone, has also been achieved by material science. Similarly, all of the yoga siddhis or perfections are material arts. For example, in one yoga siddhi, there is development of the power to become so light that one can float in the air or on water. That is also being performed by modern scientists. They are flying in the air, they are floating on the surface of the water, and they are traveling under the water.
So all
Hare
this
Krishna,
yogi,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, all this, yoga practice करते हैं. आजकल yoga के नाम से what? It is only body exercise. You want to swim? Come to yoga class. You want to put on weight? Yeah, come to yoga class. It is all like that. It is all, you don't get sleep, come to yoga class. Anything, name it, they will say yoga class. Pranayam karo. Even at home also, normally you do all that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, with holding your breath. Take 3-4, mantra all together. Then you release your breath. Then again, hold on your breath and say Hare Krishna. That itself is pranayam. Thinking of Lord and you're doing that itself. What is yoga? Yoga means remembering the Lord itself is called yoga only. That is the meaning. But in the name of yoga, what these people do? Anima, what lagima, some names and all will be this. That means what? Anima is what? Becoming smaller than the smallest. Yogi, with mystic yogis, they can become. I'm not going against yoga because even I was learning yoga. But again, that purpose was different, It was never for remembering the Lord. It was for some other purpose, yoga. So that is not actual yoga. The yoga is, these are what? Anima, Garima, and all that, Lagima, all these things. So you become smaller than the smallest. You can walk on the water and what? You can fly on something. So all these things are what material achievement. Even what machine can do that. So what are you going to do? A machine switch on karo, jada hi karega. But then with this, what happens is the person who can walk on the water, he will practice so much that one stretch he walked, then he becomes so happy. See, I could succeed, I did it. So kya hua? Ho gaya sab, what? Again, because he became very happy with his feast. Not only for that he was doing, right? Usme Bhagwan kidhar aaya? You have never thought of, Bhagwan. So how can you say as yoga? But they think such yogic mystic powers, they think we are all into yogic, things. But no, Krishna conscious person, we are also doing yoga, but ours is what? Bhakti yoga. We just do devotion. Devotion to what? To the Lord. So what you do? You take his name 108 times. It is to please him. You make bhog and, unko Bhagwan ko chadati hai with very, happily with devotion. And you eat that prasad also. And then the Mangalarti you get up for what? Not for your neighbor, to tell your neighbors or your Gaka people, what? I'm in ISKCON. No, you're pleasing the Lord because Lord, the moment the curtain is open, the door is open, He's there to watch you, whether you're there, whether on the screen or on the, online or offline. And then you're making Lord happy. When you get up and, show your face to the Lord, you're of course seeing the Lord. He also becomes very happy. So many devotees, 875 people, ISKCON Mangalore is becoming so many devotees have started coming. He becomes more happy. So is it not something great? We, God is making us happy. We are there, but then He becomes so happy and He is ready to bestow so many things on us. So that is how. But we can never become yoga siddhis and all. We will not be able to do. But ours is a simple thing. Is what? It is only to please the Lord. It's also being performed by modern scientists. So modern scientists and all these people doing yogic activities, the mystic yogis, there's no difference. Any machines can also do. Yeah. Any hand raise? Hari Priya Mataji. Yes.
Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mataji, if only Hare Krishna chanting yoga is important, then why do we still perform other types of yogas?
You need not have to do. Simple. It is there in 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna says, oh God, concentrating and sitting like that posture and concentrating pranayama, pratyahara, dharana. Oh God, he says, oh God, I can hold the wind, that gasp, I can hold on the wind, but I cannot concentrate. My mind is so disturbed. I cannot concentrate. He said, it's a very difficult task. Arjuna, great archer is Arjuna, right? He could, what he did for Swayamvar, what he did. He could see the wheel is going, wheel is rotating. There's a fish. So, but the wheel is rotating, and in between the spike, he has to hit with the bow. But he's not able to see with the arrow. He's not seeing up. He's seeing the reflection in the water, and then he's doing. He's such a great archer. He has got very good concentration. But Arjuna himself says, oh, it is very difficult, Krishna, I cannot do. So, but Bhagavan says, what? Abhyasena Kaunteya. Kaunteya means Arjuna. With practice, you can do all that he is telling. But then Arjuna says it's very difficult. So, the moral of the story is what? Simple procedure is what? Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so simple. Is it difficult for us to say that Hare Krishna Mahamantra, oh, muh mein nahi aate? No, it's very simple. And keep repeating that. Very simple path. It's like going in an elevator. 100 floors ka, thing is there, building. Just go inside the lift, press the button, and simply just within 2 minutes, you will be on the top floor. But whereas people who are in other yoga practices and all that, what karma yoga, jnana yoga, what ashtanga yoga, they will go by the stairs. When they will reach the top floor, it will take its own time. The same thing for their mukti also, for their liberation also. Ours will be quicker. They will take their own time. But that is very hard path also. Ours is a very easy, sweet path. Is it okay, Prabhuji? Got it?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I think we were here, no, Mr. Professor. Okay. Hari Priya Mataji, please take.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
After comparing all these mystic yoga siddhis to materialistic perfections, we find that the materialistic scientists strive for the same perfections. So actually, there is no difference between mystic perfection and materialistic perfection. A German scholar once said that the so-called yoga perfections had already been achieved by the modern scientists, and so he was not concerned with them. He intelligently went to India to learn how he could understand his eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord by means of Bhakti Yoga, devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Hey, Hari Bol. So who won? Who won the race? Which yoga wins the race? Who wins the race?
Bhakti Yoga Mataji.
Yes. And we are in which path? Are we into the, there's a jnana yoga, the karma yoga, karma, aisa karo, vaisa karo, to please the Lord? No. Are we into the, scripture pado, scripture pado, by heart karo? No, we are not into it. Of course, we are learning all scriptures only, but along with the word, more of bhakti, less of other things. Karma is also there. What doing japa is only one of the karma only. That's one of the actions. Okay. But then what with that bhakti is there? You offer to the Lord. Only offering the Lord with bhakti. So bhakti is primary concern. The bhakti is more important. So we are all into bhakti yoga, but that will only survive. That will only last long. I mean, for us to reach the destination, only this will be helpful. Yeah. Yes, again Supraja Mataji. I think nobody others. Why nobody is taking part? Okay, Supraja Mataji, you take. You already taken. Hare Krishna, Supraja Mataji.
Of course, yes, Mataji. Of course, in the categories of mystic perfection, there are certain processes that the material scientists have not yet been able to develop. For instance, a mystic yogi can enter into the sun planet simply by using the rays of the sunshine. This perfection is called Laghima. Similarly, a yogi can touch the moon with his finger. Though the modern astronauts go to the moon with the help of spaceships, they undergo many difficulties, whereas a person with mystic perfection can extend his hand and touch the moon with his fingers. This siddhi is called prapti or acquisition. With this prapti siddhi, not only can the perfect mystic yogi touch the moon planet, but he can extend his hand anywhere and take whatever he likes. He may be sitting thousands of miles away from a certain place, and if he likes, he can take a fruit from a garden there. This is prapti siddhi.
So what exactly? I mean, we have been discussing this only, nothing new in this. So, but only that moon and sun and all is given. But even with mechanism also we can do all that. But yogi tries to achieve that. Even Prabhupada has he has never believed that astronauts have gone to moon. It seems when they were giving that photo shoot and all that, they saw that US ka flag is flying. They're behind them. They have guard diya, that our US flag. And what? It should be stable now because there's no air in there. That's why they have carried their cylinders and all behind, no oxygen cylinder. But then they have shown that flag is flying. From where that wind came? Sab Ambag. So he says they have gone to some Rahu Ketu, some this, but they have not gone to moon. It is impossible for a man to go with human form. It is very impossible. They must have gone to some universe. There are plenty of universe. No, if they would have gone to some planet or something. But then this is so all this prapti siddhi, all this mystic yogi, they say, it can go to moon, they can touch the moon and all that. But then He may be sitting thousands of miles away. So all the mystic yogis can do all that. But then we are not into that. So it is just explanation of all that their siddhis, Prapti Siddhi, what is a Laghima Siddhi. Earlier we saw Mahima Siddhi and all. Yes, we can take up some more. We'll take till 8 o'clock. So don't mind. Even I have class at 8 o'clock. But then we started late, right? 7 o'clock we started. So we'll complete by 8. Shubhra Mataji, please. Everybody
Krishna Mataji.
participate. Yeah.
The modern scientists have manufactured nuclear weapons with which they can destroy an insignificant part of this planet. But by the Yoga Siddhi known as Ishita, one can create and destroy an entire planet simply at will. Another perfection is called Vashita, and by this perfection, one can bring anyone under his control. This is a kind of hypnotism that is almost irresistible. Sometimes it is found that a yogi who may have attained a little perfection in this Vashita mystic power comes out among the people and speaks all sorts of nonsense, controls their minds, exploits them, and takes their money and then goes away. Hare Krishna Mataji.
You know what? I remembered, magician. What they do? They take out, they will open the basket. There's nothing in the basket. Then he will close, he will do something. Kabutar, what do you call it? Dove. It comes out. How it came? All living, huh? It just flies and all that. But have you ever realized how it comes? And mystic only. These are all mystic. These are hypnotism and that's what Vashita, Ishita and all that names. We are not concerned with those names. So you just don't, Mataji is not teaching what is Ishita and because we are not in that class. We are in the Bhakti Yoga. This is all they use and it is of no use. It is all nonsense. So why should we know into the detail of that? So we are not that hypnotism make you do. How long you can sustain doing that? You cannot. So somewhere you'll be exposed. You cannot keep that forever. So everybody will make a lot of money. No, you can always print your own money and keep. So that is all fake. So it is only all nonsense, controls their minds. We just attract and they just try to do something like that only for a few seconds and few minutes only. After that, again, the original thing will come out. It's like magician. What magician do? The first little show, they do. And it comes to the back to normal things. So take the money. So it is only to fool people. So people like us has to be very careful that people who say, I am a Baba, Biba and all, they come out, with Adi. Just because orange robes and, the mala and all that, they look like God. Then you can be an actor, in movies and when they show God, they become like this and all. In the name of God, they do all that. They are normal human beings. But how they become, who makes them a God? People like us. We are all becoming fools. We get attracted. No, why should we get attracted? When Krishna can provide everything, why we can't believe on Krishna? Because he says in Bhagavad Gita, I will give you, surrender unto me. I will give everything. Because he has Lakshmi within him, in his heart only. When you call Krishna, Lakshmi also comes along. When Lakshmi comes, all at battalion, everybody will come. Whatever you want, everything will be bestowed. But people want quick money and fast track or everything in fast track. So these people get fooled, and what happens is they lose their money. Everything is wasted. Yes, I think you can take one more, Mataji. Who was reading? Shailaja, who was reading? Shubhra Mataji. Read
Yes,
one more small one.
Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji. There is another mystic perfection which is known as prakamya magic. By this prakamya power, one can achieve anything he likes. For example, one can make water enter into his eyes and then again come out from within the eye. Simply by his will, he can perform such wonderful activities.
It's nothing less than a magic show. Yeah. Now, Shailaja.
Mataji, I have one question.
Yeah, please say. Yeah.
Like Mataji, simply if we cannot achieve, that's why we are saying that these are all not necessary, these powers.
No, you can achieve, no? If you want, really, you want to do all this Ishita, all the Ashita, Pushita, all that, you can get trained with that. There are people who can train you with that. But then what? These are all fake. These are not anything related to God conscious at all. When you do all that, you see, ultimately your day will come and you'll grow old. You'll have to leave your body. Then what? What is the ultimate? Again, you'll be born. With your what karma you did, you will be born. What is the use of learning all this? But what is Bhakti Yoga? You do everything for the Lord. No, I don't know how to walk on the water. I don't know how to fly. I don't become, smaller than the smallest. I don't know. I've not learned. But then what I know is, I know only Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I know only to do Bhakti. I know only to please the Lord. So what happens? Next janam hi nahi. Forget about what I will become next janam. So what is the benefit? You'll just go directly to, because we have to go to the Lord's abode only, because we all come from there. Just by learning all this, Kama, Vashita, and Ishita, Pishita, and all that, you don't get go to God. It is only for our satisfaction. Was that the same question you were asking, Mataji? Why we are not
Yes, Mataji, that's
some no use.
that's
Some no use. The same thing I said,
Mhm.
whatever PhD, doctorate, and yes, it is useful only for making money. You study well, go to a good university, a good job. Yes, for what? You get good money. Why? You need to survive in this world. You cannot be a sannyasi and I don't want job. Very few people can do that. Like our NND Prabhuji, he himself has left as IIT, after coming out of IIT Kanpur, he went for a job, but then he was not feeling satisfied with the money he offered and all. No, he was not satisfied at all. Then he could give up. How many people can come out like that? Dr. Aishwarya Mataji, even she has left
Yes,
her
Mataji.
practice. So setting example in front of us. But
But
how many
Mataji,
people
like
can
in this
dare to do
path,
that? Yeah.
in this Bhakti Yoga path, do the people achieve all these also perfections?
No. These are not perfection at all. They cannot do Lagima, Anima, Garima, all that thing, nothing. They can't do mesmerize, nothing. They don't.
Okay.
They cannot do all that. Why should they do? They can only attract Krishna. How?
Okay, Mataji.
Simple. Apne ko apna this what target is only to attract him. Krishna is attracted towards us. What else we need? How he gets attracted?
Okay.
Only by our devotion. तो तुमने क्या ऑफर किया? कुछ नहीं. But that what's her name? Vidurani. I told in our class only. No, Vidurani.
Yes, Mataji.
What she gave? Peels of banana. Who will eat that? But Krishna ate, and he was so pleased. Krishna becomes happy whatever you give with love and devotion. What else we need? You get a perfection, when Krishna becomes attracted towards our devotion. So that is what is perfection, and not I walked on water, I flew, I became smaller than the smallest, nothing. That is only a magic show, and people get attracted, maybe, and you will get money out of it. Oh, very good.
Mataji, if somebody like shows this like in our bhakti path, like somebody shows this kind of tricks, magics and all. So whether it would not be like
With bhakti, if they are doing
people will get attracted with all these things and there will be more number of devotees like that or what?
No, listen.
It can happen, right,
Yeah,
Mataji?
it can happen. Yeah, with bhakti, if you're doing that, yes, well and good. We can accept. Bhakti mein kya hai? See, this is I'm doing only as I've learned the trick of doing. But I cannot become like God. I've learned the trick of, hypnotizing you. I've learned the trick of, cheating you. I become, that kabutar. I just get gayab, again I'm come in the form. This is the art I have learned. I'm tricking you. I'm just tricking your eyes, your senses, everything. This is an art I've learned. But actually what? I am the servant of the Lord. I'm trying to please the Lord. I'm doing my japa. I do all that. If he's doing
Yes,
only as a qualification of word, I learned the trick, so I'm showing you. But I have
yes.
bhakti. Then yes, then it is possible. I think mostly people don't indulge in all, because once you know this part, they will never indulge in all these cheap things.
And they don't show it also.
They won't show also. Yes, they won't show also their mystic powers and all. Yeah, we have 5 more minutes. We will finish.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Yeah, who is reading? Shailaja Mataji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The highest perfection of mystic power is called.
Oh, that we have not finished. You read, Mataji. Sorry. You have book or what? You have the book with you?
Yes, Mataji.
Good. Very nice. Read.
The highest perfection of mystic power is called Kamavashyati. This is also magic. But whereas the Prakamya power acts to create wonderful effects within the scope of nature, Kamavasyata permits one to contradict nature, in other words, to do the impossible. Of course, one can derive great amount of temporary happiness by achieving such yogic materialistic perfection.
So only for reading sake we can read, but we are not attracted toward Kama Vasita, Prakamya, what Ishita Pishita. We are not attracted towards that at all. So that chapter is closed for us, but people are doing that, is what is said. Yes, you can continue, Mataji, foolishly.
Foolishly, people who are enamored of the glimmer of modern materialistic advancement, are thinking that the Krishna conscious movement is far less intelligent men. I am better off being busy with my material comforts, maintaining a nice apartment, family, sex life. These people do not know that at any moment they can be kicked out of the material situation. Due to ignorance, they do not know that real life is eternal. The temporary comforts of the body are not the goal of life, and it is due only to darkest ignorance that people become enamored of the glimmering advancement of material comforts. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has therefore said that the advancement of material knowledge render a person more foolish because it causes one to forget his real identity by its glimmer. This is doomed for him because his human form of life is meant for getting out of the material contamination. By the advancement of material knowledge, people are becoming more and more entangled in material existence. They have no hope of being liberated from this catastrophe.
Enough.
Thank you, Mother.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll take that hymn, the Hari Bhakti. So here what? People, we get attracted with the, we say, we have that proverb now, all glitters are not gold. All the proverb is there as a proverb, but we get attracted. Anybody is talking very nice or, showing something. Oh, is it sale? Is there 50% off that, iPhone or something? All youngsters know in our class. So you get attracted towards all the gadgets and all that. But ultimately it's after all a machine. It will go bad one day, or after you're buying next day you can find the, rate has still come down. See, I should have waited for one more day. So I would have got it at a cheaper rate, all this. So all these material things, So, but what happens is that you'll be kicked off out of this material situation any moment. See, attraction for the, good job and all that. Now, what is the situation? What is happening? We are in the safer. I mean, whoever is in India, I think we are all safe. Here also the problems are there, not there. But then outside, it is worst. Who can expect something, a big country, very, very nice, economically developed and everything, such country can break, things will happen, all this politics and everything will change. So we should know that what exactly are we? Jitna mila, kush, or kamao, no, not that you should not earn. But there is a limit to it. You earn more, no problem. But you start spending also so that internally you feel happy also when you give charity to your temple or something. You feel nice. And from temple, where it goes, in temple, everything that is not spent on the Lord, right? So from there also they help to many economically backward, economically backward people. Now, what I remembered is even this, when you give to temple, our own temple gives donate books. They donate books to so many people, people who can't afford Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. They say, yeah, we'll donate it. So whose money it is our own money going to people. So, but it will be definitely in this, spiritual line only, not food is given. Yeah, Annadan is also done. So many things are done, right? So I stop that. Yeah, we'll stop today's session and tomorrow we'll continue. I'm very happy that you people have joined. Many people I wrote personally also. So I think because of that, you would have joined. Oh, next class is there at 8 o'clock. I saw Chanda Mataji. Okay, quick, what I wanted to say is, people who have not bought the books, kindly, you may start buying the books. Not very costly, 1,000 rupees or something only. You get along with that bag. There's a japa bag, the beads, good beads, nice ones. All that. If you want, I'll put it. Is there in our site, but I'll send you as a message. Just go through. Why I'm saying buy now only. I heard somebody saying, बाद में नहीं मिलेगा. No, don't worry about your English department at all. English department का English language में plenty of books are available. It is only for the other language. Because I was in Tamil department there, we were not shortage of NOD. So that became that's what happened. One egg bird bol diya, no, books are not. Oh no, you don't get books at all. No, it is not that. It is only Tamil department, man. That only NOD is not available. Don't worry. It is already in the printing stage. The entire lot will come and you will be given. But people are already getting the other books. Only the one NOD is in shortage. So, but in English department, absolutely no problem. It is in plenty. So why I'm saying buy books is because in the next level where you go, Bhakti Shastri, you will definitely need a book to refer for all. Because I said how the answers you will have to write. The answers will be your own. You have to, like how will you apply in your personal life? That sort of answer you have to write. For that, you need to keep on reading Prabhupada's purports. So And not very costly. Again, I'm saying not very costly, like, Bhagavatam full set and all. It will take, a lot of there's money it involves. But then there's only 1,000 something. I don't remember, 1,200 or less than that. Okay, I'll post that message to you all and I'll end today's class.
Srimad Bhagavatam is 10,000, Mataji.
Oh, it's increased, huh? Earlier it was 7,000 something. No, it's increased, yeah. Okay, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya